All right, it's really the stars of 2 weeks. So I don't know. It's gonna be a little bit recency bias. Let's try not to, but we'll do the best we can here. We'll start with offensive player of the week. I'll start us off. I took the bread man. I mean, not 9 goals in 9 games.
Yeah,
Hat trick.
he's unstoppable right now.
Tough for me to pick anybody else. There were a few other guys who did well. Trocheck and Zibanejad were up there, but to me, it's Panarin.
Yeah, I went with Breadman for sure. Double up.
Same
Across the board, Breads.
Not much else to say. The guy's unstoppable right now. All right, defensive player of the week, Little Ed.
I went right back with Trouba. I think he's still been the most consistent defenseman out there. I think just his leadership, it just speaks itself. It speaks for itself. I mean, his gameplay obviously stands out a lot, but his leadership, like with the interviews, I notice it a lot. He just has a firm grasp on the locker room, and I think he's keeping it tight, and it shows on and off the ice. I think so. I love Trouba this year.
Yeah, I went with Trouba too. He did have 7 giveaways, but 27 blocks and 29 hits, 9 games. It's a lot.
Dude.
In one game, he had 8 hits and 5 blocks. In one game. I mean, there's games like it would take Kako a season to accumulate like 8 hits and 5 blocks, right? So
and remember what Tollison said, like the hitting stat is a little iffy, so he's throwing way more than 8 hits.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
8 hits and 5 blocks in one game. So I went with Trouba too. Coach, who you got?
Well, I was watching the History Channel, and there's 3 characteristics of a good general. One is just having the general logo on you, and people listen to you because of that. The other is leading by example, and the other is being a very loud, like Patton type. Do this, do that. And Trouba's got the two better ones of the 3, where he tells you to do this, do that, and then he goes out there and he does it. And
he's got the general.
And he's got the general, and he's got all 3.
He's got everything. He's just running on all cylinders. And that's like a Marc Messier type. I'm not saying he's at that level, but he's got those characteristics and he's doing it. He's not just sitting back and saying, do this, do that. He's just, I went with Trouba also. It's just there.
Tweet it out. Coach Ed compares Trouba to Marc Messier.
He went out there. I think he laid out 3 guys where they were just putting their head down, and all of a sudden they were on their back.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, he's been great. Mikey, did you go off the board or you went with Troops?
I went off the board. I'm giving it to Igor.
I would have, but not for the Carolina game.
Yeah, it was a tough one, but he's playing a lot better. He's definitely playing a lot better. I'm pretty sure Coach was the one that said it, that he's back or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's back. He's definitely back to a lot closer than the beginning of the year. That's for sure.
All right, can't kill you too bad for that. All right, key contributor award. Coach, we'll start with you. Who you got?
Got to go with Troche. Just all around. A couple of giveaways here and there that I saw, but you just watch him play. But the one game he had all the goals. I mean, it was just he's all over the place. He's making plays.
I'm with you.
If you're watching the Rangers, you're watching him a lot.
Mikey.
Yep. I'm going to go off the board again. I gave it to Mika. Mika had one more point than him.
He goes with the points. Coach, he went with the stats.
That boy Steven.
Right.
I went with Troche as well. I don't know if you heard me.
Yeah. Me and you echoed Coach. I took it down. I mean, what else is there to say about Trocheck, though? It's Coach covered it. He's just involved in every play. So
he's another one that gives like just a great interview. Like he just knows the game inside and out. He knows what's going on in the locker room. He needs to be friendly with every player. Like it's just another guy that's like. I know I speak a lot about the interviews and stuff like that, but I like watching the post game and kind of seeing how these guys are off the ice.
And he's got a new roommate, Joe.
Teaching him how to eat this week.
teaching him how to eat, teaching him how to sleep, teaching him how to be a pro. You heard that, right? Last night.
Teach him how to eat. Teach him how to sleep. That's great.
All right. Let's do the highlight play of the week. There's a few choices here. Mikey, let's go to you. Highlight play of the week.
I am giving it to the whole play, but Trocheck's hit on Bedard up to Laffy, and then that pass across the ice to Panarin for that nice one-timer was just
nice
beautiful.
One.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was nice.
I like that. All right, that's one. I think we're gonna have 4 different ones. Little Ed, what do you got?
I'm going back to quick save against Florida with the heel save. That was Florida, right?
Yeah, I took the same one. It's not. We got the
heel
same.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
That might be the save of the year.
Yeah, in general. So had to go with that one. There was a lot of nice goals too. So
yeah, it's tough. I went with the save though. That was incredible. Coach, what do you got?
Little foreshadowing on Mikey's pick. Trocheck Bedard did the similar play against Brendan Smith, and now he's got a broken jaw.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to learn to cross
buddy.
the blue. Yeah, he's gonna have to learn to cross the blue line and do a little something.
And Jack Hughes got hurt again.
Yep. I give it to Keandre. I think it was against the Caps where he kept the puck in, dished it off the wall, broke to the net. He got it back and put a nice goal in.
All right.
I think it was
Keandre had some highlight plays.
I don't really remember.
He had some highlight plays, like you said, Coach. Keandre will get the overtime winner and the second star. He had a couple of highlight plays. So, all right, let's do Coach Ed's Copyright Doghouse Award, sponsored by Suitors Sweet Treats. And you can check out Suitors Sweet Treats on Instagram at Suitors Sweet Treats. Check them out online at suitorsweettreats.net and use the code EDPOD23. We got to update that code, no?
Might have to update the code, but for now, let's go with EDPOD23.
EDPOD23
until I get further notice.
For 10% off your order and a free Doghouse cookie. And I want to thank Suitors because they sent me some delicious treats over the holidays.
Oh my God!
Some artwork, and it was really nice. Yep. And it's
made Coach Ed cry on Christmas, by the way.
You might be the only person to ever make Coach Ed cry on Christmas.
Yeah, it was tough. She sent me quite a drawing, quite a letter. We also got a nice little New Year's treat. She sent New Year's Day or a couple of days after.
For sure. So thank you, Megan Michelle and Suitors Sweet Treats, and definitely check them out and use code EDPOD23. All right. Last episode, Coach, you had Igor Shesterkin in the doghouse alone. Is he out of the doghouse?
Igor's out. And
who's in the doghouse?
I don't know.
You got to bring the doghouse closer. We can't see. Keandre?
Fans, once again, head over to YouTube to check out the live doghouse.
Keandre's
back in for me too. It's killing me.
I just don't know. I mean, all I keep hearing out of Sam Rosen and Micheletti is how good he's doing defensively. I don't know. I don't see it.
I don't see it at all. He's doing great. He's doing great offensively, if that's what they mean.
I mean, he got a little more physical, I noticed, against Montreal. He played a little tighter, but like I said to Eddie, to me, his defensive deficiencies he's not offensive enough to make up for those defensive deficiencies yet.
He's not Erik Karlsson putting up 100 points or even anything anywhere near it, So, I mean, Coach Ed and I were texting about it one night, but the biggest thing that I see is Coach Ed always taught me, and that's what we teach our players now, is turn and protect. And there's so many times that I see like just small plays of like Igor or Quick covering the puck and guys getting around Miller and just getting to them. I know it's not like a threatening play. They have the puck covered anyway, but it's just like a noticeable thing as a defenseman. It's like I wasn't the most physical player throwing hits and everything, but something like that, you have to protect your goalie no matter what, or just protect the front of the net. And I don't see that with him. And
You got to make a statement.
yeah, one of the biggest things I always praised him for was his play behind the net, and I don't see that anymore at all.
Yeah.
So it's like
I'm with you. I'm with you on Keandre. I didn't take Keandre this time. I do think he's playing well offensively, and the thing that bothers me about his game, not in his own zone, is his play at the point. Not his rush offense is outstanding. When he's rushing the puck or he's part of a rush, he's got to be one of the best defensemen in the league as far as finishing. But his play when he's turning the puck, shooting it right into a shin pad, or fumbling a puck or something at the blue line, leading to odd man rushes at least once a game. And I don't know. I mean, if you're going to be an offensive defenseman and suck defensively, you got to hold the blue line better. You got to know when to pinch. You got to read the puck better. That kills like any of the good juju you have offensively. But speaking of you, since you all took them, I'll bring this up. So there's a website called Evolving Hockey that analyzes hockey analytics, stuff that you guys don't follow. And they rate players based on certain categories of, I guess, stats that are analytic stats, like, the high-end, high brain stats, we'll call them. And Keandre ranks 94th percentile among defensemen this season, offensively, and 39th percentile defensively. So just an example of analytics matching your eye test. So you know what I mean? So I just wanted to bring that out since you guys are harping on it. The analytics are not saying that he's good defensively right now. They're matching what you guys are saying. But I didn't take him because he did have some nice plays. And Coach, you took him for the highlight and the doghouse. To me, that's like difficult.
You can't take that goal away from him. I mean, it was beautiful. When he made that decision. He made a nice little chip. Smart.
Goudreau.
Barclay.
I'm going with Barclay Goudreau. And I look, I know Goudreau's not there to score points. But like I said, the Rangers have 4 forwards in the lineup right now with 1 goal. Goudreau, 1 goal, 3 assists, $3.6 million, -3. I know.
You can't really be. You shouldn't be a -3 as a 4th line, 3rd line player.
I'm not seeing enough out of him. I'm hoping with Goudreau that this is one of those things where go through the motions during the season. He has been banged up a little bit this year, so maybe that's affecting him. But come playoff time, we're going to see a little more bite. I don't really see enough bite. He's just kind of like there, and it's with all the injuries that we've suffered. And you're like, oh, the Rangers have a vacuum in the middle 6. The Goudreau should be the 3rd line center. I mean, when we got Goudreau, he was part of a 3rd line in Tampa. He's supposed to flop right into that role and be a Swiss Army knife type guy. But right now, I feel like he's more of a 12th forward. He's just there. Not good enough for me. Not good enough. And offensively, again, a black hole. Bonino, Goudreau, offensive black holes, both players. He's been good on the forecheck. I'll say that. His cycle game has been good. But other than that, not much really to look at with Goudreau.
The guy's playing with – the guy did not miss 1 game.
He missed 1
on the ice.
He missed a game. Okay. He's actually missed 2 games this season, Coach.
After he lost the jaw?
He missed 2 games this season. I don't know why. I don't remember.
A quick little story. Husband of a relative of Kathy's is a trainer for the Nets. I'm sorry, the Knicks. So he's at the Rangers practice facility having lunch the day after it happened. Barclay Goudreau's drinking a shake at the lunch table. And the story around the cafeteria was he told the coach, I'll be back next game.
No, there's no questioning his toughness. And, I think he's got a lot of intangibles. Yeah, I get it. I said that already.
I can't put him in the doghouse just based on that.
You put in the past you've put Kravtsov and Hedel in the doghouse for injuries, but Goudreau you can't put in the doghouse.
He's back the next game.
He's not playing. He's playing through an injury. Hedo Kravtsov never done that.
Okay, so he just gets a pass on his play because he's missing part of his jaw. If
Because
you're
he's not
if
getting
you're gonna,
points. Yeah.
it's not just the points though. It's just overall like he doesn't have a bite to his game. I'm not seeing like
Okay.
it's different. It's different. You know, like there's certain things I expect Goudreau to do. He should fall into 15, 20 points in a season. That, just fall into that because of his game. And I'm not seeing enough bite. I'm not seeing enough of, I'm hearing the Micheletti stories of how he's a Stanley Cup winner and he has intangibles. And like I said, I'm hoping come playoff time that's where it's going to come out, right? Because right now it's not coming out. But yeah, I'm a little down on Gaudreau right now, Coach. I know you love Gaudreau.
All right.
You'll never be
You're
down.
welcome to be down on him. I disagree, but that's all right.
It's okay. All right, let's get into the trivia.